From Balfour to recognition, is London reversing course? In an unprecedented moment, the British Foreign Secretary stood before a high-level international conference organized by Saudi Arabia and France at the UN and declared that the UK intends to officially recognize the State of Palestine this coming September. This move sparked mixed reactions, especially after the minister acknowledged that Israel, the state once granted the Balfour Declaration by Britain, had violated the terms of that promise, particularly regarding Palestinian rights. But the surprise didn't end there. This promised recognition would not come without conditions. The UK, according to its foreign minister, has laid out a list of political and security-based prerequisites that both Palestinians and Israelis must fulfill before Palestine is officially recognized by London. A historical reassessment. During his address, the British Foreign Secretary stressed that the Balfour Declaration was never unconditional. It explicitly stated that nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of non-Jewish communities in Palestine. According to him, Israel has consistently violated this clause over the decades, justifying the British shift in policy. But the road to recognition remains uncertain. The British stance is conditional, not absolute. A number of key political and security criteria must first be met. Britain's conditions for recognition. The UK presented 5 clear conditions, 4 directed at Hamas and 1 toward Israel. 1. A complete ceasefire from Hamas. 2. The release of all Israeli hostages held by the group. 3. Transfer of governance in Gaza to the Palestinian Authority. 4. Total disarmament of Hamas. 5. In return, Israel must commit to a long-term peace agreement with the Palestinian state after Hamas is neutralized. Here's the twist. If Israel ends the war unilaterally, the UK may no longer feel obligated to recognize Palestine at all. The conference's final document. The Saudi-French summit concluded with a 17-point plan, including full UN support to protect Palestinians, ending the 1967 occupation, international measures to protect civilians, halting settlements, land confiscation, and home demolitions, Palestinian right to self-determination, solving the refugee crisis, disarming Palestinian factions, holding internationally supervised democratic elections, and rebuilding Gaza, all under the vision of a demilitarized Palestinian state closely monitored by the UN Security Council. British media weighs in. Following the summit, The Telegraph affirmed that the UK would not recognize Palestine unless Hamas meets its 4 conditions, showing that London's stance is more tied to Hamas's actions than Israeli ones. Meanwhile, in Israel, Prime Minister Netanyahu unveiled a new plan to annex Gaza, and the defense minister announced intentions to assert full sovereignty over the Strip, mirroring what's already happened in the West Bank. Transatlantic pressure. Former U.S. President Donald Trump warned the UK Prime Minister that recognizing Palestine would be seen as rewarding Hamas, a position echoed by Netanyahu, who bluntly stated, "The two-state solution will not happen." Global ripple effect. The UK isn't alone. France has announced it will also recognize Palestine, inspiring Malta, Canada, Australia, and Portugal to consider doing the same. In Britain, Labour Party ministers and MPs are also pushing hard for immediate recognition. Gaza reconstruction. Egypt takes the lead. Under the new plan, Egypt will rehouse 1.5 million Palestinians in 6 months, restore 60,000 damaged homes, build a new airport, seaport, and industrial zones, oversee a 5-year reconstruction plan worth $53 billion, create an international trust fund to manage donations and oversight. The central dilemma: will Hamas accept international conditions in exchange for Palestinian statehood? Will they lay down arms, relinquish control, and release hostages for a state that may exclude them entirely? The conference's offer: Hamas gets ceasefire, Israeli military withdrawal. Israel gets hostages released, disarmament of Hamas. But if both sides reject this path, the world will know who is blocking peace. Final question: do you believe Hamas will agree to step away from power in exchange for the birth of a real Palestinian state? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Decoding MENA for in-depth analysis on the region's most pressing developments.